What up, Adam?
Me?
Adam's
No,
camera's
Adam,
on.
you're fine.
I think it's just us
My
three.
camera's on.
I can hear you.
Dude, I've
We're
been
fixing it.
editing.
We're
for, like,
fixing it.
3
We have our
days.
guy doing this shit remote.
Okay.
Aaron, is that you?
Adam, what's going on, bro?
Who's in the pink square right now?
It's the Nelk boys.
Me?
It's
What's
Steiny and the other Nelk.
It's grade 6.
You know what?
Say his name. What's my name, bro?
Hasan, say his name. Do not be disrespectful up in here.
Aaron, what's goody, bro? Did you watch the episode?
I did. It was amazing.
Hasan, you can't
Thank
say
you
my
again
name.
for having us on.
What's
or having
up?
me
What
on. I
is
appreciate
Kyle,
it. That was
right?
funny.
You know my name, bro.
It's Kyle.
Kyle Forgard.
Yeah.
Is Steve there?
No, it's just me and Kyle.
What are you guys doing? Hitting happies, doing zaps. Dude, I
No
watched
zap.
so much of your guys' stuff for like 2 weeks.
No,
What's going
no
on? Why
zap
do you want me
tonight.
on this thing?
What's going on?
Oh, by the way, Aaron,
Hold
you
up.
bitch ass.
Our guy's just fixing this shit right
No,
now.
I want to tell Aaron something. My guest this week is G Herbo, and you were talking shit to me that rappers would never accept me, and he's by far he's accepted me.
I love G Herbo. It's also G Herbo. The H
What
is
is going
silent,
on?
bro.
What?
The H is silent. It's G Herbo. But yes,
Okay,
I love
whatever.
him.
Yeah, we're very good. We text and stuff.
Can you guys see us?
No.
What is going on right now?
Adam,
This-
how do you know Hasan? That's a real question. How are you and Hasan allies?
I know it's on from the Bund, from the workers, the People's Workers Party.
Damn,
down
we're
here,
actually
bro.
getting gifted. We're actually getting subs during this. Shout out Jenny, full send community.
Okay, so
No,
Adam,
why can't I see you guys? And why am I on this
Give
right
us,
now? I'm
give us.
we're gonna get in there in a sec. But Adam, we have Hasan's here. Me
They
and Kyle here.
interviewed.
We've had 5 different people in here, and now Hasan. Oh, there we go.
Oh, boom.
Whoa,
It
what's
worked.
Kyle Forgard.
What
Nice
up,
to meet you,
Adam?
brother.
Good to meet you, bro.
Good friends with this guy, Aaron.
Adam's
Cool
a great
guy.
guy. Adam's a good
What-
guy.
Adam seems like good vibes.
He's a troll, but he's a good dude. I fuck
What
with
is
him.
going on right now? You guys please explain to me.
Hasan will explain.
Yeah, wait, Hasan, why don't you go ahead and debrief Adam on what's going on as you changed your fit before you lagged out?
Yeah. What happened is these guys, the Brilliant Minds of the Nelk Boys podcast, went and interviewed war criminal Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and now they're getting
What?
they did.
What? Guys, in the middle of a war?
It was a genocide.
Aaron!
Adam, it's a war leader. We have to do it.
You know, 60,000 people, lowest estimates, are dead right now.
We understand. We have empathy with everyone who's been affected by the war in general, but we are going to have a pro-Palestinian on next week. That's what we do here. We do not.
He's charged with as a war criminal by the ICC. It's like, you could have Slobodan Milosevic on?
We would have a lot of people
Would
on.
have anyone on?
They said they would have. They said they would have Adolf Hitler on.
No, we did not.
We
say
never
that.
said that.
Hasan.
Okay, they said they would have
Listen,
Osama bin Laden on, but
bullshit.
not Adolf
None of that.
Hitler.
Okay.
We said
answer
Hitler
me.
active.
Too long ago.
I'm
It's too
catching up. I'm
hypothetical
catching up right
question.
now. And did you press him? Did you you dunked on him or something?
We asked him what was his response to starving children in Gaza. Could he have stopped October 7th? Is he looking to have regime change in Iran? And we told him that Americans don't want to see another regime change war in the Middle East.
We
But
told him
why?
he's been
We asked him why he
hard
gets
to
to be
beat
so
in
mean.
They
America.
asked him if he was starving children in Gaza, and he said no. It was Hamas starving children in Gaza. Adam.
Wait. Answer this. Hasan, did they glaze?
I don't know. I haven't seen the excerpts
I
yet.
haven't seen it either. I was editing the G Herbo interview, and it's one of my finest moments, and now you've ruined my day. What are you guys doing? Wait, guys, can I get Aaron? I was hinting
That's
at
just
this
what
when
we
I
do.
met-
That's
I was
just what we
hinting
do.
at this
So
when no.
listen. That's just what we do. So I think what we did is we had someone on right now.
But he
a
watched
wanted.
Aaron.
Let me
I know
finish.
this
Let me
boy.
finish. Let me
He watched
finish.
4
I wanna tell
podcasts
Hasan
and
too.
did
Adam.
I think
I
this is
did.
actually going to be a great thing. If everyone thinks we have such a big platform, would you guys agree or no, Hasan?
Yeah, you guys have
What's
a
the-
decently
Otherwise,
sized
people wouldn't be
platform.
pissed. People wouldn't be pissed, right? If we didn't have a big platform. So if we have
No,
such
I
a
think
big
people still,
platform-
your fans would, depending on how they feel about it, they probably would be.
Right. So right now we just had Netanyahu on. A bunch of people watched it. I think a lot of people saw through what he was saying. Now already on the same day, we've had 3 people on with complete opposite viewpoints: Hasan, Sneeko, Myron,
Nick
Fuentes. So
Okay,
Why-
okay.
and then-
Those
wait,
don't
let me
loop
finish.
me in
Let
with
me
those
finish.
guys.
Let me finish. I
Don't
said
fucking
opposite-
don't
yeah,
put
but
me
the
in the
beliefs
same
is fine.
category
I
as
said
these
opposite
guys.
viewpoints of Netanyahu.
Honestly,
Let me finish.
wow,
Let me
wow.
finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. So already we've had 4 people with opposite viewpoints on the very same day.
Oh, you
And
guys
then
are-
the next episode of the Full Sun podcast, we're gonna have someone very, very reputable with the complete opposite viewpoint of Netanyahu. So
Why are
I
you guys
personally
even
think,
doing
and
this?
listen, there's a lot. You guys gotta
Right.
understand though. Hassan,
Worth
there's a
it.
lot of people. I know there's a lot of people like Hassan though that are educated on this issue, and there's a lot of people like myself who are really not. And I know there's a lot of people watching right now that are the same way as me that just read shit and don't know what to believe. And if you read stuff and you really don't know what to believe, like I know Hassan, that might be tough for you to understand because you're so educated on the topic.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of people that don't know what to believe.
I know, but
So
that's
I
why
think what we're doing
that's-
is
you're
I think
giving
what
more
we're doing
reason as
is
to why it's
airing out-
bad that you guys interviewed him.
No,
though.
we're not. Because I
No,
think
that's
people
the
are gonna
problem,
listen to
because-
Netanyahu. They're already listening to you,
Oh, for
Hassan.
you
A lot of people in our audience have honestly never heard of you, and I'm sure likewise they've never heard of us, and they dislike us. So we're putting you onto our audience now, and they're hearing your point of view. And then next week on the podcast, they're going to hear someone really reputable with the complete opposite view of Netanyahu. So I personally think right now we're going to bite the bullet, and I think we're going to take a lot of flack. But I think within a week or 2 weeks' time, we're actually going to be educating our entire audience and probably the entire internet on everyone's point of view.
You're doing crisis PR right now, and I can tell this is really stressful because everyone's mad at you. But please,
It's not,
you guys
bro.
just do pranks. And people like to see you guys partying. Why you guys keep
We'll still
in
party,
the middle
bro.
of a fucking in the middle? You know, people can't leave Gaza.
Adam, we're
You know, it's a-
Adam, we were in Central Pay for a few days
over
after this.
half the people that live there are children.
We were in
75%
we agree
of the
with
people that
you.
have died are women and children. Why are you wading into that? People like you
How-
guys because they like to party. You hit zaps. You do happy dads. You guys are fucking chill. I like to see Steve will do a chug. Just do it. Why are you touching that? Not everything
we
is
gotta
content.
I agree. You know what?
Adam,
Adam's right. We don't have to
It
do
is
it.
a
Adam.
brutal blood. It is blood.
See,
it is
that's
violence.
That's the problem.
Why
That's
are
the
you
problem.
guys
I'm gonna tell you something. Adam, I'm gonna tell you
You're
something.
not-
We're gonna
and if you're not
we're gonna-
qualified to do it, don't
Adam.
touch it.
We're gonna drink. We're gonna hit
Tell you.
zaps, and then we're also gonna interview fucking world leaders. When it
But
comes
it's
to
not.
it, we're
It's
gonna
not
do
just
all
like,
three.
dude. You're not like interviewing the prime minister of Albania. Okay, you're like, this is a guy. This is not.
Hassan,
If you
Hassan,
did,
Hassan,
if you
you're
did that,
being-
no
you're
one
being-
would.
you're
You
being
wouldn't
an
have to.
idiot.
You wouldn't be doing this video or this video call anyway. If you were doing that, nobody would give a shit.
We plan to do the stream. You can check my story. We plan to do this before we
And
launch.
Hassan, you're coming in here all hot, but it's like, bro, we told you exactly what was gonna happen. I texted you ahead of time.
I know,
You
but
know we're gonna have someone who's pro-Palestinian on the other side.
okay, but that
and you're
doesn't
coming in
that
here
doesn't
with all this
change the
animosity, and
dynamic.
it's just
You,
like, dude,
I found
you're
out
trying to
about it.
press
I
us in
found out
front of
about the
your
interview
audience, you're
after
trying to
you had
prove a
already
point, but it's
conducted
like,
it.
You haven't even watched the episode. You're trying
I
to
know,
come
but
in
if
here
you
and
were
just
to
press fuck
ahead
out of
of
us.
asked me
You're
ahead of time, I would have
uneducated
told
just
you
as
not to
much as
do
we
it.
are.
Even if he watches it,
Boys,
he'll still think the same
listen.
thing.
No, I know, but I'm
I've
just
watched
trying to
so much-
impress him.
I've watched so much Nelk. I love you, boys. Listen, boys. This is let's zoom out. This is a problem with today, with our society. Like even the fact that you're talking to Sneeko and Myron from Fresh and Fit, like that's not like these are content creators. These aren't fucking historians.
Yes.
These are people that like. These are the fact that like the experts on its politics and its war and its violence. There are people that study this, right? It's just not. It's just not everything's content, guys.
But that's what
Just
we're gonna have
to-
on the next episode,
You
bro.
had Coke. Jesse would have never allowed this were he here. Jesse, he
Don't
told
hit
me
me
he
with
watched
that.
this episode.
I don't know enough about the
Adam comes
Nelk
very,
history.
He comes very.
I don't know about the Nelk
studious.
history to know what
Everything
Adam is
is
saying, but it seems to be impactful.
That's one thing about Adam is he will fucking know everything.
That's good.
That's not-
That was good.
Do you think that they're like they just didn't realize? You think that you think it's banality of evil? Guys, there's a book by this lady Hannah Arendt that I want you guys to read, The Banality of Evil. And I want you guys to get back to me on it because it's sometimes like you know, like it's sometimes I'm doing a podcast. It's just a podcast, but you don't realize that there's like a gravity there. There are powerful people wanting access to your fucking platform that have an agenda. It's just like when I was asking about like Zuckerberg, right? He like his stock plummets when he's like doing the censorship around COVID, and then everyone's like, "You're anti-free speech Democrat," and then he puts a chain against muscles, and then his stock goes back up. But like it's this everyone that says you're an anti-free speech Democrat is like, no, you're sick because you do bow and arrow. But he's like he's going on podcasts now because it's his stock price. It's an advantage for them, and
They're
it's like,
using you
guys,
guys.
like,
They're using you guys to look good.
Hassan, Hassan,
get
bro.
numbers.
Why does
They
anybody,
want-
Hassan? Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. Hassan,
Yeah.
anyone goes on a podcast to promote whatever they're doing. We're
Yeah,
aware of
but
that.
they're not. But Benjamin Netanyahu's not promoting a book, dog. He's promoting a genocide.
Bro,
That's
we
the
had
point.
fucking OJ Simpson on. We had Andrew Tate on. It's the same shit.
Okay,
This one
none
might
of
be a
those
little bit
things.
more.
You do
You're
realize
right.
that,
They
like,
don't match. No,
this is
I
the
agree with
one
you. They don't match
instance.
you.
This is the one instance where it's the worst guess you could have, because these
We
guys
agree.
are bad
We agree.
people. But what you're
We
talking about is the
100%
worst
agree,
person.
Hassan.
It's the most hated man on the planet.
But Hassan, we agree.
Aaron's-
But also, if
To
we're not
Aaron's
gonna do it,
credit,
then
I'm
who's
gonna
not gonna
protect
do
you,
it?
Aaron. I'm gonna hook your ass up. I said BB to that guy Yossi, who's your Mossad handler, and Aaron said, "Who's that?" He didn't know that. He didn't know that it's he's named BB. I'm
Oh,
just
even-
that's
even I
protecting.
knew that.
No, you said who's that, which is good. I mean, like, guys, just it's like unless you know, like, it's wading into fucking like it's violence and they're bombs and
No,
rubble.
Adam, you're
and
right.
dead
You're right.
people.
You are
Like,
right. We
you don't have to
definitely
do
realize that.
content about it. You don't have to do like we're gonna fucking collab with him. We're gonna collab with BB and Bonnie Blue. Guys, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's just a way. It's a sign of the world nowadays. It is.
Adam, you would have him on in a
Or
heartbeat.
you had
I'm gonna
Trump
be
on,
honest.
and
Adam, you would have him on in a
I'm
heartbeat. If you have the opportunity, you'd have him on in a heartbeat. So don't try and
BB? I
yeah,
would have
fuck yeah,
only
you
if
would.
Bonnie Blue was there to defend Palestine.
You would
No,
have
guys,
BB on in a heartbeat. Don't even
Yeah,
try and
there's
fucking
a-
fake the fact.
You know what? Like, you know what? Like, I am very like, well, like I know a lot about this subject. You know, that even maybe is a step, a shade beyond. It's a little bit like it's very painful for me. Aaron, your grandparents were the Holocaust, right? Okay, please.
Yes.
Our parents' generation, right? We're told that like we have to protect these people, and if we don't protect these people, the Holocaust will happen again. I'm Jewish, by the way, Kyle. I don't know if you could tell. I don't really read as Jewish, but okay.
I'm the
Our
same
parents,
about
our
this.
parents were told that, right?
we
And
can
they're
tell
really
right away.
scared. They were really scared because they knew Holocaust survivors, right? And it really freaked them out. And they were like, "We got to protect Israel and stuff like this." But like, it hasn't protected Jewish people. It is.
I
the
agree with
people
you.
that live
That's why,
in
Adam, you
Israel,
can watch.
It's been a failure of a project. Think about the way Jewish people were treated prior to the Holocaust. For 1600 years, we were losers. Everywhere we went, they said, "Go away." Everywhere we went, they were killed. It sounds a lot like the Palestinians. Because
Adam,
they are
I'm gonna tell you
people
this.
that are dispossessed, and everywhere they go, they get killed. And if we
Adam,
can't see
listen.
ourselves in that, it's a shanda.
Adam,
Hassan,
I'm gonna tell you something really quick. I don't agree with Netanyahu. I disagree with a lot of things he's doing. I think he's acting.
with him.
It doesn't matter. I think in certain aspects he's acting the same way as Hamas is. We've talked to him about this.
No, there's
Hamas
no.
wants to
See,
kill
this is what I
children,
mean.
and
You're saying
Netanyahu
he's
wants
acting
to
the
kill
same.
children. No, but Hassan,
It's
you're disregarding the point. And Adam, you're not listening.
There's no comparison between Benjamin Netanyahu and Hamas. That's my point. The point is that Hamas.
You tried to compare them earlier.
No,
I
it's
agree
no.
with you.
Benjamin
They're acting
Netanyahu is
the same way
infinitely
sometimes.
worse. That's the point. Israel is the Israeli military, and its conduct is a million times worse than anything Hamas could have ever done. It is hundreds, if not thousands, of October 7s that Benjamin Netanyahu has done with superior firepower over the course of the last 2 years. There's a mass starvation happening. Israel is the much more powerful entity in this process, and it's backed by the most powerful country on the planet, the United States of America.
Yeah.
There's a
I
country
think
where
bottom
people
line, guys, on the
there's
Folsom
occupied
podcast,
territory
we're
where
willing to
people
have
don't have
anyone
right
on the
to
planet.
self-determination.
That's just the
So that's the
just
only
the
way
way
to think
it
of
is.
it. All you have to think of it is in this way: you have the longest occupation in modern history, right? And you have a group of individuals that don't have a right to self-determination. They don't have a country, right? And it's been this way in Gaza since 1967. Okay, in Israel, it's a country. They're in the United Nations. They can vote in their government. These people don't have those rights. And guess what? Right now, there's a fence around them, and they're trapped there. It's
Yeah.
it's not a one-on-one. You don't even have to Hasan,
it's literally-
framed it like Hamas is better than Israel. You don't even have to frame it that way. That's just the situation with the Palestinians and the Israelis, right? Who are like living on either side of that fence. And it's just like, guys, like I get what it's you guys got to be fucking stressed as shit right now. But like it's just like take it.
Good, bro.
It's
Good,
just
bro.
it's
Yeah, we're good. Trust.
It's not have it like get in trouble for anything else.
You're right,
Right.
Adam. I understand your point of view. Though we do a lot of comedy, we do a lot of fun stuff. So you're right. We actually definitely didn't need to do this.
People like to
I
see
totally
fun.
agree with you.
There is no
I love you
good
guys.
purpose.
I
There's
watch
no good
so much
purpose to
stuff.
interviewing Benjamin Netanyahu unless you're like literally there to fucking laser him or directly arrest him and send him to The Hague, which is not going to happen under any circumstance, especially not inside of the White House. So the only thing that happens here, even if it's a failure overall because of how fucking disliked, how intensely disliked Benjamin Netanyahu is, the goal on his end was to basically use your platform in the same way that they use CNN. So in a way, you guys turned into
But
CNN.
I don't think that we've already talked about this, but I don't think just because we platform people, they fall for everything the guest says. And this is the perfect example.
I know that, and they clearly aren't, and
Like, just
people
go
are
read the
people are
comments.
going to be more mad at you guys as a consequence of like
course.
interviewing.
Yeah, they're gonna be mad at us.
Yeah, my point is that if you're asking me about the morality of it, there were journalists that were implicated and also charged with crimes in the Nuremberg trials for literally participating and doing propaganda for the Nazis, right? So in that regard, if you were to ask, will there ever be a Nuremberg style trial for Israel? I don't know. Probably not. Okay. That doesn't mean that the crimes are not comparable. And that doesn't mean that your moral culpability in this regard is not close to what those guys did. I'm not saying that you guys are going to be tried in the Nuremberg style trials, but the moral culpability is still there for not, for conducting an interview such as this one.
I can definitely understand your perspective, Hasan, for sure. I just think that that's just what we're gonna do with the Full Send Pod. And I don't know, maybe we got to get a little better at grilling them, or maybe next time when we have a guest like this, we can hit up people like you, Hasan, and get what you would ask and stuff like that. But
no, Benjamin Netanyahu is never entering the same room as someone like myself. If I were to be in that room, he would not do this podcast with you, or
But wait,
maybe they would
Hasan,
assassinate
let me ask
me.
you something. Hasan, why wouldn't you do someone from both sides?
What do you mean?
I mean, we've already debated this. But
if you could do Netanyahu and do somebody else, why wouldn't you do that?
But I don't think that
sides.
there's both sides in the situation. There is the perpetrators, like that's why I'm saying it's like akin to
Okay, so then let's
interviewing
say the
Adolf
leader
Hitler.
of Hamas, and you can do Netanyahu.
There is no both sides in the situation. That's why I'm saying it's like interviewing a concentration camp survivor and then interviewing Hitler. You know what I mean? Is there both sides in the situation? No. Interviewing the leadership of the Jewish partisans in World War II versus interviewing Adolf Hitler or like one of his loyal advocates or whatever is not comparable. There are no both sides in a genocide. That's why it's a genocide. It's such a big crime that it doesn't even justify a genocide in retaliation to said genocide. It's the crime of all crimes.
Guys, I think you're getting in the weeds a little bit, right? It's not about.
no, I mean, I'll be honest.
He's
Hasan
like,
Hasan
if
makes
you
a
guys,
great point.
you guys are well known not for politics, right? And it's like,
No, yeah.
unless you're not gonna research more and get ready. Like you're Rocky, guys. Just like politics sucks, right? I got made fun of for liking it when I was a kid. It should go back to fucking being like for losers, right? Everyone's into fucking politics now. It sucks. It's just like you don't have to purport to like that to know about it, and just like leave it to fucking like the fucking Wolf Blitzer. It's just like, it's not. Everything is concentrated on it.
Whatever fucking happened with Wolf Blitzer.
Me too.
He did?
No, he's still kicking. How dare you guys come for the wolf?
Wolf Blitzer
Anyway,
still buzzing around?
He's still at CNN, yes. But Wolf Blitzer also ironically literally worked for AIPAC before he did CNN.
For someone that like understands like what's happening in the world, like, and you guys don't have to, because like people love you for prank and lifestyle content. You know,
Yeah,
and
see,
it's
that's
just-
where I think I'm gonna be honest. I think
Okay,
that's
I
where
gotta
you're a little
go.
soft.
What?
But yeah, no, go ahead. You're good.
I gotta go.
No,
have
no,
to
you're
finish
good. You're
this,
good. You're good. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Guys, Kyle, it was really nice to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you,
seriously,
bro. We'll link
watching
Adam.
I'll
so
talk
much
to you soon,
stuff.
man.
Are you in
I went
LA?
up to Steve. No, I'm in New York.
New York? All right.
I'm
Adam,
in a
I'll see
real
you,
city,
buddy.
brother.
Easy,
What's up,
bro.
bro?
Take care.
Did he just shut off his laptop? That's so funny. Oh my god, he's such a fucking boomer.
So that's actually what I want to ask you because
Wait, how do I? Why is he still
gets
in the
pissed.
call? Okay, here.
I don't know, but he gets pissed at us. Understandably, he gets pissed at us for platforming. But that's what I'm trying to figure out is like, when are we supposed to say no? When are we supposed to not do certain things?
I mean, look, there are certain people. There are certain people that that not everyone is equipped enough to be able to talk to, because that conversation, instead of being a productive one, turns into one where they could just like do propaganda and use the platform that you have to get their message across. I would use the same principle for Nick Fuentes, for example, except with Nick Fuentes, I mean, he's a neo-Nazi, but he hasn't done literal fucking crimes like Benjamin Netanyahu has, while also simultaneously being a neo-Nazi of a different sort. So it's even worse than someone like Nicholas Fuentes, and I don't think that Nicholas Fuentes is appropriate to also platform in this situation.
What do you think about the goal of the Full Sun podcast being to platform anybody? What do you think about that overall? That's the direction we're gonna go, right?
The reason why I think it's up to you guys, whatever you want to do. I obviously can't fucking advocate for deplatforming, especially in this day and age, especially in this time and place, because a lot of these institutions that would otherwise be tasked with like taking people. Hello? Oh, your camera pooped for a second. A lot of these institutions that are tasked with deplatforming people spend way more time deplatforming someone like myself, or at least trying to deplatform someone like myself, for having a consistent moral anti-genocide and anti-Zionist position than people who are actually anti-Semitic. They call me anti-Semitic, despite the fact that I'm not anti-Semitic. The reason why I would still choose not to platform neo-Nazis and things of that nature, regardless of how equipped I am at talking to them about these issues and being able to push back adequately, is because a lot of these guys are simply looking for any opportunity to get their message to a broader audience. They don't actually care about the truth. They don't actually care about coming across like good or bad. They just want to be heard, because every single time they go in front of a larger audience, they end up winning over some people in the margins to their side. Okay. And if you understand that they are not honest brokers here, that they don't like care about, back and forth discourse, then ultimately you're playing a role in allowing people to be recruited to that side. You're playing a role in getting more people to be recruited to neo-Nazis, to neo-Nazi groups. And I think that ultimately that is very dangerous.
That's why we're going to have both sides on.
But having both sides on doesn't actually make up for that. Is my point.
I agree with you too.
And then there's also no comparison to Benjamin Netanyahu on the other side anyway.
Hasan, I've told you multiple times. Me and Kyle disagree with a lot of things Netanyahu has done. We do not agree.
But
we stand neutral on this. But I mean, I understand the whole problem is platforming. But that's why we're gonna have from each side a representative that's gonna fucking tell us exactly what we like,
the best possible thing you guys could have done before this interview, I mean, the best possible thing would have been to not have this interview at all. But the second best possible thing, if you were like adamant about having this interview, would have been to potentially bring someone that is knowledgeable before you did the interview, so it didn't just simply, so that Benjamin Netanyahu didn't use you guys like a fucking fleshlight, is what I'm saying, to just make himself look like not the demon that he is, but instead of a personable person. Like, here, I have something here that was sent to me from an excerpt from the interview that you guys conducted, where you asked him if he prefers, Burger King or McDonald's or whatever. And it's really interesting because like people have yelled at me for doing this with like a dude in Yemen that they claim is a fucking terrorist. Okay. That dude is a 19-year-old in Yemen. He has no power. He holds no power on the planet. He is, at any given moment.
I mean, it just came up in the conversation.
At any given moment, he could be fucking assassinated by American bombs, by Saudi bombs, or any other. Like, he is one of the least powerful people on the planet. This Benjamin Netanyahu is one of the most powerful people on the planet. So in this opportunity, instead of
Tom.
humanizing him, you guys could have had someone that is knowledgeable enough not to ask that question. And instead, when you say, like, are you starving children? And he says no, the person could turn around
There's a
and
follow-up,
say,
for sure.
Yeah. No, I mean, Hasan,
We
you make,
understand.
Hasan, you make a great point, and I understand your comparisons to Hitler. I see your perspective. And yeah, I think just with the full sim pod, like I told you, we're just not here to choose the guests. We're gonna have anyone on, even if it is a wanted war criminal, and we're just gonna let the viewers decide. And I think they spoke very clearly. And I don't think just because we platform people that people
works out
fall for
well.
the person's message.
Yeah.
Like I don't. That's just the bottom line. Like, go look at the comments.
We give you an
I just don't
opportunity.
think that.
it's not-
I don't think that you guys would do that. Is my point. Like, if there, because there's no
Yeah.
other. Because you already
But
said
it's
you wouldn't.
evident.
You
It's
already
evident
said you
that
would
I think
not,
we're-
if
I
given the
think we're just
opportunity, you would
giving-
not interview Adolf Hitler. So there is a limit to it. Like, there's an upper limit. And
Well,
it's
we
not
didn't
because
say
he's.
that. We didn't say that. We said a type of. We said a type.
But also, Hasan, it's crazy.
And I think it's evident that just because we platform someone, just because Nelk sits next to them, doesn't mean we agree with everything they say or do. One, because we definitely don't. And number two, just because we platform someone, it doesn't. Our viewers are fucking smart. Like, go read the comments. Like,
Yeah,
but
but
also proof that just because we have someone on, it doesn't
Hasan,
necessarily mean a W for the guest.
No,
Hasan, I'm gonna point out one
I
thing.
understand that.
Go ahead
There
and
are plenty of
respond.
people
But
that
the
I
comments
disagree
today-
with that I
Yeah,
communicate
comments are
with.
proof.
But there's a difference between, there's an upper limit to it, is my point. And that upper limit is like far past when it comes to fucking someone like Benjamin Netanyahu. My limit is far before Benjamin Netanyahu. It's someone like Nicholas Fuentes or someone like Andrew Tate. But even if I were to engage with people like that, it depends on the platform that they have and how much prominence and how much influence they hold over a large enough audience. Because I feel like it's unproductive, it's counterproductive if they hold no staying power whatsoever. So I'm not saying that it's bad to interview Benjamin Netanyahu, but if you were going to do that, it's such a important task that you have to take it seriously, and you have to have someone who is knowledgeable to be able to push back, because he's a fucking liar.
Hasan, you're missing the point. You're missing the point. As you know, then they're going to be very specific with who they allow to interview them. We've already covered that, right? Is his PR team going to allow him to go on a HasanAbi fucking live stream? Probably not.
No, of course not. They would.
Someone that's had Trump on 3 times.
No, I
Yeah.
think. Listen, I think we're gonna wrap this up soon. It's fucking.
Wait, last thing I want to ask.
Wait,
Hasan,
we're in Europe.
can I have
Yeah,
10 more?
for sure.
Hasan, last thing. We text off stream. Obviously, we are boys. We talked about lifting together, hooping together. So there are things that we can't agree on, but when it comes to this stuff, it creates animosity. So I just want to point that out.
Okay, but all right, but you have to. There's a reason why there's 6,000 comments here. I'm looking at the comments right now, and everyone's cooking you
Oh,
guys.
we read them. We read them.
We know. Hasan, we're aware. But
I mean,
just saying-
that should be evident that the Folsom podcast has people on and the viewers decide.
All right. Well.
Yeah.
All right. Good
But,
luck,
Hasan,
guys.
Hasan, we
You should have
appreciate it.
Gabor
Better than,
Mate or Gabor Mate is a Holocaust
text me.
survivor.
I'm gonna have Steiny. I'm gonna
Hasan.
have Steiny text you, and if you.
Hasan, text me the names.
Okay, I will. I will send
send
you
me the names. We
people to
appreciate you.
interview. But if you were to ask me ahead of time, I would have told you not to do this interview. For the record, I only found out after you did this interview.
But when you texted me and you said, "Yo, you had so and so on the podcast!" Exclamation point. Was that more of a shock or
Yes,
was that?
it was a shock.
shock factor? Okay, making sure. Hasan, thank you so much.
All right, bye guys.
Talk to you soon,
Take
bro.
care, bro.
All right, take care.